And also that the men, they will be fighting for women. They will be fighting for women. So this issue made it mandatory that they will be showing ghaira in this regard and killing one another. Allah yasluha amruhum, that their affair will not be get settled in the proper way. Illa bi tasghih ikhtisas ar-rajul bi zawjatihi. But when a man is specified for a specific woman, or a specific woman is specified for a specific man, and that must be ala ru'usil ashhad, in front of people. In what? In front of people. And look at me. Nowadays, the Arabs, the rich Arab, they are doing a type of marriage. They call it nikahul misyar. They call it what? Nikahul misyar. He is a married guy, and he has family and he has kids. Got it? But he is trying to enjoy his life. But he doesn't want to cause trouble to himself. Got it? So in another city, he marries a woman secretly. He marries a woman? Secretly. And he tells him that we are not getting children. Yes? And when we both are fed up with one another, then we will separate. And I will give you that much money. I will give you that much money. So that nikahul misyar, according to Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh, that is makruh. And according to Imam Malik, that is not munaqid even. Because Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayh says, if nikah is not in front of so many people, so that is not a proper nikah. Got it? And Imam rahmatullahi alayh says that nikah is taking place in the presence of two Muslim witnesses. Yes? So if two Muslim witnesses are there, so the nikah is done, but that is makruh, a disliked practice. This is what? A makruh and disliked practice. Why? Because of two things. Nikah is to publicize, and the condition of this nikah is to keep it secret. Yes, that's against the very spirit of nikah. And number two, that not to get children. One purpose of nikah is to beget children. And number three, that when we will fed up with one another, we will finish it. So that is looking like a time-bound nikah, even though the time is not fixed there. So because of these reasons, this nikah is makruh. Got it?
Yeah. Yes.
وأوجبت رغبة الرجل في المرأة وأوجبت رغبة الرجل في المرأة, and also the inclination of a man in a woman, وكرامتها على وليها, and her respect on her own guardian. Herefrom, yes, this guy is inclined to a woman, and therefrom she is respected in the eyes of her guardian. Got it? Yes. So now this thing made it mandatory. وَزَبِّهِ anha, and also the guardian, he is defending that woman. So it made this must and mandatory يَكُونَ مَهْرٌ, that there must be bridal money. That there must be a bridal money. وَخِطْبَةٌ, and also a proposal or demand from the boy side. Got it? A proposal from the boy side. وَتَصَدِّ مِنَ الْوَلِي, وَمَيْلٌ مِنَ الْوَلِي, وَمَيْلٌ, an inclination of the guardian to accept the proposal. Acceptance of what? The guardian to accept the proposal. Got it? And another reason that why the nikah or marriage with maharim, maharim mean forbidden or prohibited woman, like daughter, sister, niece, auntie, Amma, Khala, mother, these are allowed to be married?
No.
So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, Wakana, and it was the case. لو فتح رغبة الأولياء في المحارم لو فتح, if the inclination or attraction was opened, or that gate was opened for maharim, for the close relative, أبزى ذلك إلى ضرر عظيم, it would have taken them to a very big harm. Would have taken them to a very big harm. عليها, for woman especially, من عزلها عمن ترغب فيه, that the relative, the close relative, he will be stopping her not to marry a person she is inclined to. So that is a zarar and a harm on the woman. Number one, وَأَنْ لَا يَكُونَ لَهَا مَنْ يُطَالِبُ عَنْهَا بِحُقُوقِ الزَّوْجِيَّةِ. And now if the guardian, for example, if the brother will marry a sister, the brother will marry a sister, so now her due rights, who will be asking for? It was supposed the brother to ask her protection and whatever her demands are from the husband. If he himself will be the husband, so who will ask for these rights? So that's also a big harm for the lady. مع شدة احتياجها إلى ذلك, while she is in much more need of that demand by the guardian. وتقدير الرحم, كدورت, that is like if you are putting some dirt in the water, so we say ma'un kadir, dirty water. What? Dirty water. So taqdirur rahim, this relation, it will get dirtified. The relation will get dirtified. بمنازعات الذرات. How? Yani, for example, a brother, he married a sister. That is number one. And married another strange woman. Now he was inclined to the strange woman rather to be inclined to the sister. Got it? And for sure, there will be a hatred between two wives of the same husband. That is nature. Yes or not?
Yes.
So now he is inclined to a strange woman, not to his own sister. So it means that he is cutting up the relation as well.
Yes.
So that's why Sharia stopped it. That is not allowed. Got it?
Yes.
وَنَحْوِهَا مَعَمَا وَنَحْوِهَا. And likewise, some other harms are there as well. If you will look into, you will find it. مَعَمَا تَقْتَزِي سَلَامَةُ الْمِزَاجِ. And also, if someone is salimul mizaj, his nature is neat and clean. Salimul mizaj means his nature is neat and clean. مِنْ قِلَّةِ الرَّغْبَةِ فِي الَّتِي نَشَأَ مِنْهَا. So he will not be having inclination to satisfy his sex with a woman he is born of. Means with mother. Yes, salimul mizaj, or someone who is neat and clean in nature, he will ever think of that? Say no. أو نشأت منه, or the lady is born of him, like daughter. أو كان كغصن دوحة, or like غصن دوحة mean كشعب شجرة, like the two branches of a tree. Two sisters are just like two branches of a tree. So for example, a brother and sister, they are also two branches of a tree. So in this regard, there will be any inclination to another shakh and another branch to fulfill your satisfaction with. وَأَوْجَبَ الْحَيَاءُ. And then another issue is وَأَوْجَبَ الْحَيَاءُ عَنْ ذِكْرِ الْحَاجَةِ إِلَى الْجِمَاعِ. Now, when somebody, he feels the desires, when he attains the age of puberty, or at least he is teenager, or at least he is teenager. So now, does it make sense that someone will go and approach the father of a girl, or the girl directly? Or the girl directly, either the boy himself or the father of the boy, that I am here, I want to do this with your daughter. Yes, so he will put him upside down. Yes, and he will put that stick in his. Yes, because of haya, the actual practice is not mentioned here. Got it? And the actual demand is not mentioned here. So so my daughter, now she has the desire. Or my son, now he has the desire. No, what they say? Kinayat. Kinayat means a far away wording or far away concept. That my son, now he is, yes, a man. Or my daughter, now she is a woman. Got it? Mean attained the age of puberty. So I say, وَأَوْجَبَ الْحَيَاءُ عَنْ ذِكْرِ الْحَاجَةِ إِلَى الْجِمَاعِ. And as everybody has a shame to mention the direct sex in this regard, أَنْ تُجْعَلَ مَدْسُوسَةً. مَدْسُوسَةً means مَخْفِيَةً. That it must be kept secret or hidden or covered. في ضمن عروج يتوقع لهما. عروج means بلوغ. في ضمن عروج يتوقع لها. Yes, inside the bulugh or attaining the age of puberty, which is expected for them both. كأنه الغاية التي وجد لها. Like as it was the ultimate object وجد لها, that they both are born for that, or that both are created for that. وأوجب التلطف في التشهير وجعل الملاك المنزلي عروجا أن تجعل وليمة يدعى الناس إليها. And also in Sharia, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam أعلن النكاح, that propagate the nikah or the marriage, or disclose the nikah, or make it public. Tashhir means making it public. So now this tashhir, that tashhir should not be in a rough way and rogue way. It must be in a soft way. That tashhir must be in a soft way. Yes. So وَأَوْجَبَ التَّلَطُّفِ فِي التَّشْهِيرِ. And this soft way in tashhir, it made it mandatory. وَجَعْلِ الْمَلَاكَ الْمَنْزِلِي عُرُوجًا. وَجَعْلِ الْمَلَاكَ الْمَنْزِلِي. And also the malak manzili. Malak is the malkiyat. Malak is the malkiyat. وَجَعْلِ الْمَلَاكِ الْمَنْزِلِي عُرُوجًا أَنْ تُجْعَلَ وَلِيمَةً يُدْعَى النَّاسُ إِلَيْهَا. That a walima should be arranged يُدْعَى النَّاسُ إِلَيْهَا. That people are called for that. Wadaf, and also a daf. As I was mentioning today in Jummah, that is tabla. Okay? Daf is what? Tabla. You know tabla? Yes. In Pashto we call it tambal also. What do you call it in Afghanistan?
Darya.
Huh?
Darya.
Darya? Darya, daira.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is. Yes, me and Hamayun, we were doing it some time back. Yes, Hamayun?
Absolutely.
You know or you don't know?
A little bit of that.
A little bit of that, yes. So we will go out and restart.
Inshallah.
Okay. أن تجعل وليمة, that there should be a walima. يدعى الناس إليها, that people are invited to. ودف, and also the tabl. وطرب, and tarab means the masarrat, mean the happiness. Tarabun means like the small boys, they are jumping, and the small girls, they are dancing, and yes, got it?
Yeah.
Or not? Or zarq barq libas. Yes, shining cloth and things like that, and henna and mendi and nail polish and yes, makeup and things. That's tarab. That's what? That's tarab. Got it? So now Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that is also permissible thing in Sharia. وَبِالْجُمْلَةِ فَلِوُجُوهٍ جُمَّةٍ. And in brief. Bil-jumla mean? What do you say? And in brief. فَلِوُجُوهٍ جُمَّةٍ مِمَّا ذَكَرْنَا. Because of certain reasons, some of which we mentioned, وَمِمَّا حَذَفْنَا. And some of them we left. Why we left some of them? اعتمادا على ذهن الأذكياء. Because the students who are sitting in front of us, their mind is very swift and very sharp. They can find out, through their own research. كان النكاح بالهيئة المعتادة. That nikah in the same way or in the same form as I mentioned. أعني نكاح غير المحارم means nikah of non-prohibited woman. بمحضر من الناس, in front of people. مع تقديم مهر وخطبة, mean doing khidbah and asking for the relation and giving the mahar and the bridal money. وملاحظة كفاءة, and also equivalence. Kafat means equivalence, yes, and it depends from culture to culture. Like in Pashtun area, the Pashtuns, they are marrying the Pashtuns. Yes or not? They are marrying what? The Pashtuns. And then in certain areas, they are not going out of their tribe even. If he is Yusuf Zaid, so he is going to Yusuf Zaid. Yes? But now that is not that strict, but sometime back this equivalence was very strict, especially in Pashtun and Arabs. In Pashtun and Arab. Maybe in some other cultures also, but I don't know much more detail about that. But as I know about Arab and I know about Pashtun, that they were very strict in this regard. But anyhow, this kafa'at and equivalence, based on culture and based on the situation they are living therein, or the environment they are living therein. For example, nowadays I will tell you that back home in Pakistan in big cities, they are not looking for their genealogical tree, yeah, that where do they come from, but what's the education of the boy? He is master in biology. And what's the education of the girl? She is bachelor in chemistry and she is going for master. They say it will work. Got it? Or what's the business of the boy? He is in property business. He's what? In property business. And what's the business of the girl? Yeah, she is in makeup business. It will work. So then there are means equalizing like this. Now the equalizing is based like this. Got it? Or what is the rank of the boy? He is a major in the army. He is what? A major in the army. And what's the rank of the girl? She is a professor in a college. That will work. Got it?
Yes.
This is the equivalence.
Does that mean siyal?
Siyal, yes. Kafa'at. وملاحظة الكفاءة وتصد من الأولياء, and also inclination from the guardian. The guardian agreed to that. Guardian agreed to that. ووليمة, and also arranging a walima. وكون الرجال قوامين على النساء, and that the men, they are the caretaker. قوام is what? The caretaker على النساء for women. متكفلين معاشهن, they are responsible for their livelihood. The women are not asked for livelihood to go and work and earn. Who is responsible? The men. وَكَوْنَهُنَّ خَادِمَاتٍ, and being of the woman, خَادِمَاتٍ, that they are servants, means serving the house. خَادِنَاتٍ, and taking care of the kids. خَادِنَة, taking care of the kids. مُطِيعَاتٍ, and obedient to the husband. سُنَّةً لَازِمَةً. So all these things became sunnatan lazima, a established sunnah, or established way of life. Established way of life. Wa amran musallaman, and that is a recognized thing indal kafa, to all people. Wa fitratan, and that is actually a nature. Fatara Allahu nasa alayha, that Allah has created people on this very nature. La yakhtalifu fi zalika arabuhum wala ajamuhum. That is going on in Arab and Ajam all equally. There is no ikhtilaf in Arab and Ajam. ولما لم يكن بذل الجهد منها في التعاون بحيث يجعل كل واحد ضرر الآخر ونفعه كالراجع إلا نفسه. Now, what is the philosophy of marriage, or what is required by marriage? This is a lifetime contract. This is what? A lifetime contract. And that's why nikah mut'a, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam abrogated that. Because nikah mut'a, that is a time being contract. She are still doing that. Yes, but to Sunnis that is not allowed, that is haram. That's not allowed. It was going on some time back, but then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam stopped it in Ghazwa Awtas. Got it? And nikah mut'a is that nikah which is done by the word mut'a, atamatta'u biki bikaza wa kaza ila muddat kaza wa kaza. They take this money, this is $2,000, and I will take benefit of you for 2 months. I will take benefits of you for 2 months. They are doing it for 1 week also. Yes? Got it? Or not it? And to tell you one thing, in fiqh Ja'fariyah, they call it fiqh Ja'fariyah, otherwise the fiqh of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq radiyallahu ta'ala, it's the fiqh of Imam Abu Hanifa. Because Imam Abu Hanifa is a student of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq. He spent 2 years with Imam Baqir, the father, and 2 years with Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq, the son. Both of them are great imams. And both of them, they are great scholars. Got it? Imam spent 2 years with father and 2 years with the son. And he said that if I would not have spent these 2 years with these 2 great imams of Ahlul Bayt, from the children of Imam Hussain, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So it means that I have wasted my life. That I have wasted my life. So Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, actually he got fiqh from Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq and Imam Baqir. Yeah? So we say that there is no fiqh Ja'fariyya but the fiqh of Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi. He is the collector of the fiqh of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq. Got it?
Yes.
So now, so I was telling you that permanent nikah, according to that fiqh, there is no need of witnesses. In permanent nikah, there is no need of witnesses. But in mut'ah, there is need of witnesses. And also in divorce, they say that witnesses are needed. In Sunni concept, there is no need of witnesses in talaq. Yes? If somebody will divorce his wife all alone, yes, and he admit that I have divorced, so there is no need of testimony. Got it? Testimony is needed where he denies and the woman claims. The woman claims that he divorced me, and he denies. Now what?
What about the right of the woman that needs to be reserved if the husband is not?
To what?
The right of the woman if the husband is not fair there, and then
Then there is court. Yes. So anyhow, there is khula. And khula is that she will either leave her bridal money, that release me. I am not asking for the $10,000, which is my bridal money, and you owe me that. That is number one. Or I will give you another extra $10,000, but I want to get rid of you. So the guy will say, okay, my 10,000 are safe, and I'm getting another 10,000. Go. Yes, I will be looking for another one. So anyhow, that's called khula. That's called what?
She has to have an excuse to ask for divorce, or she can just walk away?
For what?
If a woman says, I just don't want
No, she must have a reason. The reasons are mentioned there in fiqh according to different imams, that what is reason and what is not. Yes, like according to Imam Malik rahmatullah alayh, that the guy is not spending at home. So Imam Malik said that is sufficient reason she can go to a court of law. But Imam Abu Hanifa said that is not sufficient reason. Yes, otherwise won't be going every time that, yes, so he is not spending and he is not spending, he is not spending. He said for that there is a solution. So Imam Malik said, what's the solution, ya Imam Nu'man? So he said, the solution is the court. He said, I am saying court. He said, you are going to court to break it. I am going to court to make it. Yes, that the court will say that every month you have to put $10,000 in court and you will give it to the lady. Yes, so yeah, Abu Hanifa is Abu Hanifa. Yes. What do you think about your Imam Mori Yusuf?
Yes.
Huh?
Great.
That is great. Okay. So now, as nikah is a contract for lifetime, and they both are bound to try to their best to keep it for lifetime. If something wrong is coming from one side, the other should try to make a patch up. The other should try to make a patch up. But if nothing like that is happening, so there is a way out, which is talaq, even though that is abghazul mubahat, a legal way, but a very disliked way. A legal way, but a very disliked way. Allah doesn't like it, nor Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam likes it. Because Islam believe in break or in make? In make, not in break. And talaq is break. So he said, وَلَمَّا لَمْ يَكُنْ بَرْضُ الْجُهْدِ مِنْهُمَا فِي التَّعَاوُنِ بِحَيْثُ. And when their strong efforts or highly efforts were not from them in ta'awun, in cooperation. بحيث. What type of cooperation? بحيث يجعل كل واحد ضرر الآخر ونفعه كالراجع إلى نفسه. What is the proper cooperation? So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi very beautifully he defined it. That look, if the husband will think the harm of the woman, his personal harm, and the benefit of the woman, his personal benefit. And same is the case from the other side. Same is the case from the other side. So that is proper cooperation. That is proper cooperation. And if they say your harm is your harm, I have nothing to do. Your harm is your harm, or your benefit is your benefit. What I gain and what I get, yeah. So it will never work. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, if to their utmost effort is not like this cooperation, how it is possible? They have to give a habit. Tawteen mean adat dadan. In Persian we call it what? Adat dadan. To make a habit to your nature. إلا يوطنا أنفسهما. They have to give a habit to yourself على إدامة النكاح, that we have to keep the nikah. We have to keep the nikah from breakage. ولا بد من إبقاء طريق للخلاص إذا لم يتابعا ولم يتراضيا. And there is no way out but to have طريق الخلاص, a way of getting rid of one another. Getting rid of one another. إذا لم يتابعا, when they are not listening to one another. ولم يتراضيا, and they are not giving consent to one another. وإن كان من أبغض المباحات, even though this way of khalas is أبغض المباحات, the utmost hated thing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's a legal way, but the utmost hated thing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وجب في الطلاق ملاحظة قيود وعدة. So that's why it became wajib in talaq to have certain conditions and also to have a iddah. So certain conditions, for example, that talaq may not be in menses period. Why? Because it will prolong the iddah of the woman. It will prolong the iddah of the woman. And number two, that talaq may not be 3 at once, because he can get rid of the woman with one talaq. So what was the need of 3 talaq then? You know what I'm saying? That these are the quyud. And also to give a due respect to nikah, because look at me. Yes, sir. What is written there, Modi? Say. Khutbatul Wada. So in Khutbatul Wada, there Allah subhanahu Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Istahlaltum furujahunna bi kalimatillah." Istahlaltum. As far as the practice is concerned, what is the difference in zina and nikah? Practice is one and the same. One and the same or different? Say the same, but that zina is haram and a major sin, and this is sunnah, you would be rewarded for that. Why? Because at the time of nikah, a few words shown by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Allah, the mullah said it. The mullah said, he said a few words, and the couple also said a few words. Yes, I do. What? Yes, I do. So these are the words given by Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned there in that khutbah, "Istahlaltum furujahunna bi kalimatillah." That you have made them halal for yourself because of the words given by Allah subhanahu. So now you have to give a due respect to the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not to insult these words. Because these are the words which turned haram to halal. These are the words which turned, if these words were not mentioned there, so that was haram case, that was a haram practice. Got it? Or not it? So in talaq there is iddah, and also in wafat of husband there is iddah. In talaq, the iddah is 3 menses periods. If she still has it, or 3 months if she does not have it for reason other than hamal and pregnancy, and delivery of baby if she was pregnant. Got it? And in wafat, in death of the husband, if she is pregnant, so delivery of baby, that is the iddah. And if she is not pregnant, so then 4 months and 10 days. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, ta'zeeman li amri nikah. These conditions and also this iddah, this is actually given a respect to the contract of nikah. To what? The contract. That contract of nikah is such a respected one that when you dissolved it, still its after effects will be going on for that period. Got it? That is to give a due respect to the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through which you have got that lady. Got it or not it? وَأَدَاءً لِبَعْضِ حَقِّ الْإِدَامَةِ. And as the basic ruh and spirit of nikah was to keep it until your death. Yes? To keep it perpetual. To keep it perpetual. But but as you didn't, because you divorced. Because you divorced. So still a type of perpetuality must be shown there. So that is shown in shape of that iddah. Even though that is dissolved 3 months before and still the iddah is going on. Got it? وَوَفَاءً لِعَهْدِ الصُّحْبَةِ. And also that is fulfillment of that promise which you both had done to one another that we will live together. Especially in love marriages, they say, you are my life and I am your life. Yes, and I will not leave you, but only if death will separate me from you. And then after 2-3 months, yes, everything is gone. وَوَفَاءً لِعَهْدِ الصُّحْبَةِ. And also fulfillment of the promise of sohbah and company. وَلِأَلَّا تَشْتَبِهَ الْأَنْصَابِ. And another hikmah and wisdom of iddah is to find out that the womb is empty. To find out that the womb is empty. Otherwise, if the iddah would not have been there and the divorced woman or the mutawaffa anha zawjaha, husband died and she got married by someone right at the moment or in second day and third day or fourth day, and the womb was occupied. So now when she will deliver the baby, so there will be a confusion. At that time DNA was not there. DNA was not there. So the nasab and the lineage will get confused.